Why hello there friends, foes, and other folks. Gather around and I shall tell you a story of just one bad day on the job. As mentioned in my last video, which I know everyone saw the incentive to see all the way through, like the dandy dudes you are, a part of the stream got a little fucky with the audio and video sync. So we're going to take this opportunity to shorten 45 minutes of footage into a bite-sized bit of tragedy you can glamp your gums over. Oh, and if for some reason you didn't sit through a 3-hour video to watch this one, it's been a rough few days at Lobotomy. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. This is terrible! Getting some major monsters in the mix, but we're still managing. At this point, it's dawned on me that bum rushing alone isn't enough to take out the big boys that are breaking out of the base, so I've taken it upon myself to create a team capable of acting as a unit and placing them in safety. Hey, okay. This isn't so bad. Seeing as they're meant to eventually take on A-lefts, I call them the A-team and put all of my faith in them. Well, in them and Owen, who's seen a lot of shit by now. Is Owen gonna be alright? Yeah, he should be fine. We're about halfway to the cap and about to trigger the first ordeal. Doubt arrives to cut us down like the embodiment of clinical depression that it is, but by the end, they only manage to get whapped and collateraled with a clerk or two. But stories like this are never so simple, and as soon as the abnorm meter fills back up, Doubt's back for round 2. And much like America during quarantine, the extra time has left these bad boys thicker and capable of being menacing from a distance. Despite my efforts, my team's strongest asset is still its numbers. Did I say numbers? I meant numbers, as their red damage can't do much against these shield rounds. The Central Command team sends ol' Owen on their own to fight due to his fondness for friendly fire. Information and training are luckily sorted out by a separate lone gunman, who decides to make it a BOGO and offs Cedric in the corner too. After leaving an F in the chat, I send off a second menacing merc to take out the Doubt and the control team to pick up our pathetic pencil pushers who can't even crack a pop-top without getting washed out to a shrimp stop. All that's then left is to rally the troops who actually will be fighting, which seems to go well enough. We're gonna use human wave tactics here. A lot of you guys are gonna die, and I'm sorry, but that's probably just gonna be the honest fact of the matter. So let's do it. Onward. With that, Doubt is defeated with minimal casualties. And so it is with no new ordeals afoot, we charge on ahead to collect the last of the energy. The abnormeter still fills out and upsets the cryptid children. It's nothing special though. We just move them up the queue until... Oh. Owen, maybe you should get down there, Star Child. I don't have all of the information on this one yet, and can't tell if sending my top man is a good idea, but he isn't brought into the void immediately, so we just let it run.
This is fine.
I mean, who hasn't had a bad day talking to a mess of chrome parts? I mean, we've all been there, right? Just firmly put the love of Punisher Jesus into his heart, and everything will be...
This is just fucked up now!
That was a sizable loss. Owen was the only one that could stand a chance against this walking demonetization signal. Normally, I would take time to grieve, but these witnesses sure aren't making that easy. For those who don't know, in Lobotomy, much as in real life, seeing someone commit suicide isn't great for your sanity, and the more capable that person was, the harder it hits. So these three are totally down for the count and need to be handled before they drag the rest down. I could also just end the day after getting the rest of the juice, but that would mean losing everyone that's currently insane, which is no bueno. So instead we do the next best thing and chase them through the halls like an authoritarian Scooby-Doo villain. Spoiler alert, it goes about as well as you would expect. They drive the rest of the department insane, start releasing monsters, and the merc goes off to who knows where to start mowing everyone down. But, you know, as I sit upon this beautiful fall from grace, I can't help but wonder, that's how this game gets you, isn't it? It's not the difficulty, it's not the unpredictable enemies or the fact that so many things can go wrong at any point. It's the fact that you can convince yourself that everything is salvageable, even after so much is bought the farm. I came into this just expecting to lose an extra, maybe a couple of employees, but went from getting a leg up to a man down and leaving the entire facility in shambles. All in all, it's a familiar story, but I thought we would have fun with this one as it's wrapped up to about 5 deaths, 3 escapees, and so much lost energy, plus a reset. Now here's where I have something to ask of you, my dear onlooker. I mean, aside from the regular YouTube things, I'm considering going back through each of these lobotomy streams to make a series of these highlighted moments. Kinda like this video, I don't know all the details yet. If you liked this and would like to see the Plague Doctor, cutscenes, and the upcoming meltdowns done this way, just let me know. Speaking of, I'll be streaming the beginning of the story's meltdowns this Sunday, August 2nd at 4 p.m. CST. It's all on a first-time blind run and will be a real face-off. Yes, I did just snap. I'm not sorry. I'm getting creeping regret. We're gonna roll with this. If you're catching this before then, check out the link in the downward to join in. And most importantly, thank you guys. Stay safe out there.